Scrapbooking.com magazine is proud to bring you the following Studio Els article from our July 2013 issue. Asian Adventure Part 2, Ginger Jars, by Els Vandenberg with guest designer Judy Kaufman. July is such a busy month for me, what with teaching, family visits, designing new dies and peel-offs, and preparing for the CHA show in Las Vegas. So I was very happy when my friend and frequent guest designer Judy Kaufman offered to do all of the projects this month. Of course, I said yes right away. I suggested that we could continue the Studio Els Asian adventure that started in the June 2013 issue of Scrapbooking.com magazine. We were in agreement. More ginger jars. So here's Judy from this point on. I'll see you next month when I have lots of new things to share. The peel-offs and dies that are making their debut at Summer CHA. Thanks, Els. I'm more than happy to go on another Asian adventure. My ginger jar die has been getting quite a workout, but for these projects I put away the die for the detailed overlays and stuck exclusively with the silhouette shapes. For my first batch of projects, I made cards and ATCs using embossed shimmer sheets. Here are the basic instructions. Die cut the simple silhouette shapes of jars and lids from the shimmer sheets. If you like, you can alter the shimmer sheets with alcohol inks before cutting, like on the projects I did. Selectively emboss the pieces by putting them one at a time into the embossing folder, choosing the portion of the design that looks good to your eye. After you decide where you want to emboss, slowly and carefully close the folder while removing your fingers to ensure that the piece of shimmer sheets doesn't budge. Keep the folder tightly closed and double check to see that the piece hasn't slipped around before putting the folder into the appropriate sandwich of plates. Run the folder through the machine to emboss the design. Lightly sand the embossed shapes to reveal the core color inside the shimmer sheets. Select pattern papers, cardstock, additional die-cut shapes, peel-offs, and dimensional elements to complete the projects as shown or as you prefer. The second batch of projects is all about seeing shapes in new ways. They were inspired by one of Els' students, Nancy Brandewine. She noticed that when turned upside down, the ginger jar looks a lot like a hot air balloon. And my friend Darla mentioned that the jar turned on its side looks like a fish. That got me thinking in a whole new direction. I die cut a jar and a lid to use as patterns, took out some tracing paper and a pencil, and began to sketch. Before I knew it, I had a fish, a baby with a bib, a pumpkin, a clown, a hot air balloon, and a flower. Here are the basic instructions. Die cut a jar and lid to use as patterns. Get out some tracing paper and a pencil and start sketching and experimenting with the shapes. Turn them sideways and upside down. Think outside the box. Die cut solid color cardstock or pattern paper and glue the pieces together to create animals, characters, flowers, and more. Use your creations on cards, tags, calendars, party decorations, or other projects, or add them to a visual journal. Keep it simple. Solid colors, a little doodling, a few embellishments. Gather some friends. Get kids in on the act. Ideas feed off of each other, and the more you experiment, the more ideas will pop up. A printable project card with instructions and a list of supplies can be found by clicking on the step-by-step instructions link within the online version of this article. To find the products featured in this article and shown in these layouts, check with your local scrapbook or craft retailer. Browse our Prima retail stores for coupons to a store near you. We hope you enjoyed this article from Scrapbooking.com magazine. For more creative inspiration, be sure to check out all of the great articles and projects in this month's issue.